Yes, indeed. We are back. We got a trim. We're looking good. Amen. Amen. Ami. Loco Jesu. Yeah. We're back, baby. We're shotgun with alchemy. We are in ends as well. Back to ends. And yeah, we're picking up Koi. So yeah, Koi's got a lot going on. We've had Koi on the podcast as well. Make sure you check that out. Yeah, it should be a fun conversation, man. Koi's super down to earth, super cool sister. You know how it goes with Shotgun with Alchemy. We might be on the way to podcast, might be running an errand, or just taking a drive. And today, we're actually gonna go to a shoot that Koi is having for one of her shows, just a part of that she's gonna shoot for her show, which is for the Safe Space, so make sure you check that out as well. But yeah, should be a cool one, fun, dance, might be serious, a lot is going on in the world. So yeah, let's just have a good conversation. Let's pick up Koi.
I'm just gonna give him a quick coolio. Hold on, just to tell him.
On the way, in case he says something like, oh shit, I'm out, you know.
No,
are we still doing that? That's the worst thing that can happen. So I was like,
no.
You know, you're
that
never
has
gonna.
never happened to me.
You're never what? You've never ever been like.
That, do you know how rude
wait, hold on. Are you saying that you've never been like
on my way
you've never
to
been
somebody's
stood
house?
up?
So I'm going to your house because you planned for me to come to your house, and all of a sudden you're not there. You must have been arrested. That is the only feasible understanding for why you've
never
rude.
been stood up before.
Like stood? What do you mean?
Oh
no.
my god! By the way, this is how I know we're in ends, because I don't see police like this no more.
Okay, wait, hold on. First, what we're gonna do right now is that they are filming a scene.
Okay.
Oh shit! No, that's a crime.
No. I heard somebody say somebody was stabbed. That's
people
what I
don't
heard.
get stabbed near here.
You people don't get stabbed near here.
No, they don't. This is the. Okay, do you know?
Not in a bad way, but we know where we're from.
Is buy a new yard and then be acting brand new, brother.
Right.
Because I can tell you where your school is.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Let me stop. Yeah.
I don't want you to get cancelled, you know.
No, it's true. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I think you have to get cancelled at least. No, let me not put that into the world. Let me not put that into the world. But you know, if you're cancelling everyone, yeah. Is it still being cancelled, or is it just part of growing up? Like, wait.
What, like if you're cancelling everyone?
Yeah, like if we're normalising people being, because obviously there's definitely things that should be cancelled. Yes. But even what is, anyway, are we talking about cancellation?
No. But we're not talking about who's cancelled. We're talking about just the culture of it. Yeah. And 100%, it doesn't hold the same weight as what it would have.
The first time.
Ages ago.
Yeah.
Like I heard. What is it? Shabba Ranks. Yeah, it was Shabba Ranks. I had to remember it that way. Shabba Ranks, I think he made some comments years ago. Like, obviously, this is back in the 90s. He made some comments about the gay community. Yeah. And they got him the hell out of it. They were onto him. And then he ended up apologizing. But that cancelled back in the day, that was dead serious. You was
Jade
blackballed.
Goody.
See, that was mad. Bro, that was mad.
Do you know what it means for the whole country to cancel you?
That's mad.
And the only way, obviously, if there was a terrible turn of events for her health-wise and everything like that. Yeah, but that was the only thing. The C word was the only thing that seemed to get the UK back on side. She got her stuff taken out. I don't think there was like a code of conduct, because I feel like now you wouldn't be able to cancel someone without informing them that it was cancelled, just because of their health, the mental health. How did she? Obviously, there was like very blatant terrible behaviour towards somebody
100%.
Because of their culture and upbringing, but it's actually racism.
Yeah, it was racism. Let's not dodge that.
Let's not ignore that. Yeah,
they were bullying her
100%
based on her race.
100%. I actually remember some of the comments, like, it's how you eat. Oh, why are you eating with your hands? I remember. I don't know, but here's the thing.
Shilpa is a beautiful woman.
She got all of it there, because there was another woman that was, I feel like, it wasn't like just Jade. I think there was like another woman, but maybe she had less to lose, or she didn't have, she wasn't a fan favourite the way Jade Goody was. But that wasn't really, because I remember going to Superdrug and everything that had Jade Goody's name on it was taken out of the shops. It was taken out of shops. And the thing that you could see that she didn't know what was going on. And then the only time they could hear how the public felt about them is when you could hear the booing or the applause from the
The UK really stood up She was cancelled.
No, do you know what? That's actually quite impressive.
That is pretty impressive. I didn't realise that until you just said that. No, I'm realising actually Jade Goody was cancelled by her own people. Like, that's white people cancelled Jade Goody.
Yo, that's the thing though. Like, it wasn't just
Asian woman.
Bro,
that's
for an Asian woman.
Very interesting.
Has there been research into that? Because I need to understand why all of a sudden there was clarity. And don't I totally agree with the
oh no, 100%. But it's just surprising that they actually cancelled her.
Maybe because no one asked them to. Because I feel like when you ask the essentially oppressor to do something, that's when they don't want to do it. But if they come to it of their own accord, like, you know what, I don't like that, then maybe they're more, because then maybe it doesn't feel as like they're being told what to do by others. Yeah, it's like, Rob, don't tell me to say sorry. No, I don't feel like anyone told them to rally. There was no Asian woman on Good Morning saying, you know what, this is wrong.
I think because it's on Big Brother. You know, Big Brother's like, the country is watching it.
It's like Love Island now.
You can't get away with doing a madness on reality TV. I don't think you can get away with that, personally.
I know, but still though, that turn of events for Jade and coming out to the UK hating her and newspapers and all of that, that is very heavy. Yeah. And you know what? You can't help but feel bad. Even though there's racism, of course, guys, yes, I get that. But you
felt like, it
just felt done. It felt like she was cancelled by the world.
Yeah, and then obviously she's passed because of cancer. Yeah. And it was like her last major thing was her having that issue there.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
No, but it wasn't just that. It was how she went out of her way to make as much money for her children in the last couple months of her life. Because remember, I think she gave Hello Magazine, or one of those magazines, rights to her wedding. They got to take pictures, interviews. She also got married. True. So I believe, I could be wrong because this is all in Koi's younger brain, but I believe she got married so that her children, her boyfriend could legally take care of her sons.
Yes. Because I remember she got married when she knew she was going to pass.
Yes, exactly. Yes, so in my head, and I remember all her friends either shaved their head or wore bald caps to make her feel beautiful. There was just so much human goodness that was shown in those last couple months, so that's
would you
crazy.
do the big chop for your friend?
For my friend. sorry, no, because this is
and I'm not saying that because of that. I'm just saying, would you, for a cause, would you do the big chop?
What, cut my hair?
Yeah.
For the cause.
Yeah.
But what's the cause? Because is because you know what the being of the cause. Do you know what I mean? So I need to understand. Do you know what? Here's my thing here. I'm a very sentimental person. I believe in big gestures. I love making people feel good, and I believe there's multiple ways to do that. Yeah. So trust me to come up with something equally as wavy, but a little less permanent.
I'm with you.
Do you know what I mean? Because there's ways, you know. I could buy her a house. There's actually ways. There's ways.
That's a rich nigga talk.
Do you know what I mean?
I'll buy you a house.
I'll buy you a house.
But I'm not chopping my hair.
What did the D-Wade say the other day?
That was the biggest flex. He said, I'm not into all of this stuff for money. I got 100 in the bank. I said,
yeah.
You got 100 in the what?
In the what?
Wow.
It's a stunning, it's a beautiful thing.
Man.
It's a beautiful thing. But imagine being that rich.
I don't know if you'd want to see me that rich. I don't know if
I think you got evil in you.
I do, but I couldn't afford to be evil.
No, you could. Because I think what you would do, is that you would spoil your daughter to balance the universe.
Yeah.
And you spoil your wife to balance the universe. But everybody else can fuck off.
They'll be good, but everybody else can clear off.
Yeah.
You can clear off with that.
Money allows you to live on an island, you know.
Honestly. And just fuck off from everybody.
I did something the other day that I had to check myself for.
What was that?
I saw a missing picture with kids, black kids. And I don't know why they use mugshots, or not mugshots, but they use not really the most child-friendly vibed pictures. They use quite serious pictures, of young little black boys. The first thing I thought was, they're in Cunch. That is the worst. No, deep it though. Deep it. I had to check.
Like the mugshot, they're being arrested sort of thing.
They're not arrested, but the kids didn't. They were so let's for instance, it said David 15, but they just didn't look like a young, youthful, happy 15. This looked like a grown man 15,
like an aged one. You know when you've been through it.
It was just like a picture. I guess boys don't take smiling pictures anyway, or whatever.
No, we don't.
So there was these pictures of 15-year-olds. One was even as young as 11 or 9 or something like that. 5 of them in the picture. This was a tweet on Twitter, obviously.
Yeah.
And I saw it and I just thought, Yeah, Cunch. And then I had to check myself. I was like,
that's horrible.
They desensitized you to missing black children.
Yes.
Because if you saw 5 young white girls with blonde hair, blue eyes, even if they were screwing Koi, you are going to be like, that's a lot of kids to go missing.
100%.
And I don't care even if they're in Cunch, that's still a reason for you to find them.
100%.
So I just feel like
1000%.
I didn't even mean to do speech, but I do feel like we need to either not get desensitized to kids being missing, because let's be real, 4 of them might be in Cunch, 1 of them might be in someone's basement. Let's stop. Don't let anyone.
By percentages, there's a ratio there. You know what I mean? Someone might actually have been kidnapped.
Let's not act like Cunch is university. That's a dangerous place for them to be in. Like, why are we acting like they've gone to Adventure Park?
You know what? You know what's so mad? I love this conversation. The thing is, we were so normalized to things. Like, I remember one of my brethrens, like in school, like we saw him. He, in school, you got everyone from certain areas. Some people are a certain way. He's on road, but we're just friends. We got friends from the area. And I remember in school, he just went Cunch, like year 10. He just went. He was gone. I didn't see him until, I promise you on my life. Obviously, I'm not saying he was in Cunch for 20 years or anything, but I didn't see him. So what? I went to school, I would say this was year 10. So year 10 would have been about 2006, 2007, showing our age. 2006. Don't
involve me in this exposure.
I'm so sorry. I didn't stop at the zebra crossing. So this was like 2006, 2007, and I didn't see him until 2018. I promise you, I didn't see him till 2018. I'd heard something happen up there, and he was there for long, and I just never saw him. But why was that so normal that he went Cunch? And I heard other people went Cunch, and going Cunch was so normal. But like, that's mad.
And the maddest thing, if you look at the story, I'm not saying I'm not trying to sympathize. I have no understanding for grown men that involve children in
100%.
I'm not gonna normalize that. That's not normalized over 100%. Here. But that guy, let's imagine the background. Maybe he's the oldest boy in his family. Maybe his older brother's gone, whatever. I mean, even me, when I was younger, I felt like I wanted to contribute to the household. I wanted to.
I thought you was going to say, I wanted to go Cunch.
No, I didn't. If I knew that I didn't know it was an option. I didn't know it was an option. No one told me about it. What? So, entrepreneurial food street. Well, no one told me about this. No one told me about the opportunities. No, I'm joking. But like,
am I doing the wrong thing, or is he?
I don't know.
Anyway.
But I was about to say, I'm about to get paid.
My neck.
Yeah, my leg. I would listen, it would have been over. And COVID. And I was going, I'll take that back. Sorry. That's a very spirit. Sorry, guys. I'd say, my jokes jump. I'm sorry. That was so dumb. I'm so sorry. We're going to have to block that out. But then I said the flu or something. Like, that's fucked. Sorry, guys. I'm so dark with it. But yeah, like let's go back to when Koi was saying good things.
Honestly.
But yeah, so I just remember like wanting to go to the. So imagine this guy might want to be making more money for serious things, maybe his mom's ill, whatever, like a serious thing. I don't care. If there's I think most people, if there was a way of making money that wasn't illegal, would opt for that. I don't think the illegal part is what attracts people. I don't think the danger attracts. I think it's just the amount of money that they can make over the time that attracts people. I just feel like you never know. This kid probably thought, man, I would have done it. Because I even think in the last Top Way, the boy tried selling sandwiches or something in school. Like, if there's not many opportunities that's being presented, then these are children. Let's be real. Children. Undeveloped minds. Young, impressionable children. Doesn't matter if they're screwing you, whatever. These are children. And now you're telling them they can make this much money, which is a small share of the profits, but they don't know that, and they get full control. No one can tell them what to do. And let's be real, as a young man, it gets to a point where your mom can't tell you nothing. If you watch interview with his dad, it gets to a point where your mom can't tell you nothing. They can't do anything. Well, it gets to a point where you're female, your mom can't tell you nothing. It comes down to what you are trying to be on.
What age is that? Because I need to be careful with that one. What age is that where your parents
realistically? I don't know. Let me talk for me. For me,
for yourself,
the moment where my mum's instructions became optional. For me, Koi was probably like 14.
And why?
Because my mum was never really big into beating anyway.
She
wasn't really big into beating, so she didn't really beat me. What she had was just like that emotional persuasion. Some people say manipulation.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, like, bro, mom said she's disappointed. My heart is gone. Like,
but you know what?
But then you
say your heart is gone, but then you wake up after a meal.
No, that's
get
not
over
it for me. That's not it for me.
Are you sure?
My mum is like, it would proper hit me.
Really?
It would proper hit me because when it's just you and your mum for a short while, that's not just your mum.
Yeah,
that's not just your mum.
That's true.
That's half your company. That's, do you know what I mean? That's the co-founder. So if she's not feeling how you're conducting yourself, and as a kid, I'm not as articulate when I was a child. All I knew is that that hit.
Yeah.
But then it meant I came home, but I came home late.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or if it meant like after my thing, I wasn't even a cruddy kid like that. What I would do is probably like just stay out mad late.
Yeah.
On some vagabond shit. Just chilling. Just chilling.
For no reason.
I'm not even the buffer in the squad. No one's checking if I'm just chilling there doing eyewitness of everything.
Do you remember just days of like being out and like you're with your brethren and his mum's belling him off? And he's like, no, don't answer it.
Bro, I was even in that bedroom, bro. I remember one time we went to Brixton. Oh, okay, talking too much. We went to a party. And like, we went to a party.
He's in Brixton.
Bro, we went to a party.
This is pre-gentrification, you know?
Bro, we went to a party.
Pre-gentrified Brixton.
We were even a bit like we had too much attitude, small as girls in it. Not because that was another thing I hated about school. I didn't really enjoy school. But it was this, you're kind of put into a box or you're told what to be, not just by the other kids, but by teachers, but it feels like the world. Anyway, so we went to a party. We ended up getting chased. Chased in an estate, I went up like, I think I flew up like 20 staircase. We got chased, bro.
What?
Then we started knocking on this woman's door, like saying, yo, I don't even know, someone's chasing us, and she said, don't ever knock on my door. It was like 3 in the morning, it's a party. She said, don't ever knock on my door ever again. We're just there, but they heard the people come out, so they ran back downstairs. Like 2 big men, they were chasing us.
Did it look like they knew, like, was there a reason? Did you knock down Ginger? Did you?
No.
Not saying it's your fault, but did you cause it? Like,
no. I don't think we caused it. I think we upset a youth in school, and those were his elders, innit?
Oh.
Yeah, we upset a youth in school, and so those were his elders, and so it was just like and the baddest thing, it was all on childish shit. This wasn't.
Of course.
It sounds cruddy just because.
Nothing's that deep when you're that young.
But it was literally just like. One of the girls was having a party, and they were like, what boy should you invite in it? You didn't make the list. I didn't make the list either. I mean, I made the list, but I didn't decide who was coming.
So you were saying,
but he didn't make the list. So the man said, oh, is it? All right then. So now look, now all the listeners are on his side.
I'm showing
up.
She said, I'm pulling up.
He said no, it was a guy that we didn't make the list, in it. So anyway, it was just a bit of childish thing. But when you give children a lot of power, it can become that's parliament.
It's true. Just
start making. Look at bro. I heard the other day that the MPs were nicing their friends with different contracts up and down.
Listen,
doing underhanded stuff.
You see the madness they were doing during COVID when they were saying, oh yeah, we're buying PPE. They'll send 100 M's and they'll send it to any of the bridges of the Conservatives, 100 million worth of our money, and then they'll say, oh yeah, that's down to you lot. Then they bought it and it wasn't even fit for purpose.
It wasn't fit for purpose.
So what? 100 million of our money?
No, honestly, they keep everyone busy with like racism and protest and that, whilst they are fucking everyone up. Fucking everyone up. Like, and the maddest thing,
that fucking was strong.
No, honestly. Whatever your friend has done to you that's snaky is nothing compared to what the MPs are doing to you.
Honestly.
I'm telling you. And I know, because I'm not using Queen's English and stuff, you lot are going to laugh and that. But in all honesty, your mum's job is being made difficult. You're not getting full benefits. You're getting a bit of your salary because we keep sleeping on the fact that these people are actually playing a visual park with your money.
They are robbing us. Robbing us. And it was on the news. It said they gave away hundreds of millions.
And nobody reacted to that.
No, like.
But Piers Morgan and Meghan, that's where our focus is.
That's where our focus is.
Guess what? Piers and Morgan and Meghan are both very rich.
Fucking rich. That's what I said.
But don't worry, I get it though. I get the madness.
No, of course. There's something wrong that happened in that situation. But I feel like we need a turn pole of where we need priorities. We need to be like, alright, we care about that, but we care more about that. or everybody just focus. You know when you're just thinking, focus, bro. Focus. I know there's a madness out there, but focus, bro. They just spent our money, bro. Our money just went to a madness.
Gotta focus.
Oh.
It's focus. But anyway, like, that's just even on the grand scale of things. And then as an individual, you're just gonna go through. I feel like we're just jumping from topic to topic, but let's go.
Oh, we are. Oh, let it fly. Let it fly.
I feel like. By the way, well done on this show.
Thank you.
I think it's wavy.
It happened by accident.
I think it's wavy. You said that. I think it's wavy.
Yeah.
I feel like I loved Azraya. I loved Chioma. I don't know if you've had other guests. If you have, I'm so sorry. I haven't seen it. Oh, yeah, Charlie. I saw Charlie's one.
And I had
but
Bola.
In terms of, you've had Bola as well?
Yeah. Go check out Bola's one.
I need to check that out.
Yeah.
I think most girls have a girl crush on Bola. She's just doing it amazingly.
Bola's amazing, man.
But yeah, no, like I saw their stuff, and just even the way that they were able to. This is not a space where you argue. This is like the safe space but on wheels.
Yeah. I might change the name.
If you dare, I'll take the tires of your car. I'll replace them with cylinder blocks. I beg. Yeah, what? We can all win.
Call it the safe space or cylinder blocks. Fuck it. And can I say well done on your show as well? Because that show is bloody amazing.
Thank you, brother.
Like you know when like there's some people. They're in the industry, but you just know, their level's different though. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, the way you've done things, the way you've organised the show,
thank you.
It is so well thought of.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
I don't think that we have that enough, if that makes sense. I don't think that we have enough well thought of things. It just happens. Me, myself, things just happen. Shit, it happened.
Things can afford to happen when you put the foundation down. This wouldn't just happen if you didn't have a whole 90s baby show that you've been doing for about 5, 6, how many years?
Very true.
About 5 years?
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? Like let's give you your true dues. Like I had to put the energy in because let's be real, like, and good for everyone. Everyone's doing their thing. Like I knew, like, you have to know what you're bringing to the table. No one owes you anything. No one owes me an hour of their time. I had a very clear vision on what I wanted to put out, what kind of environment I wanted to create. And also, I've been presenting on other shows. Essentially, you're fitting into other people's visions.
That's right.
I realized no one's going to give that to me.
No.
It doesn't make sense to wake up one day.
No one can give you your vision the way you want it to. It's always going to be with their spin on it.
Big fact.
I know that you wanted it red, but what about coral?
Big fact. And then also people want a certain thing from you. Like, so for instance, because of they only want from you what they've seen of you.
Yeah.
And this is me figuring my thing. I'm a baby crawling in it, and I knew I had so much else to bring, so I had to create a platform that allowed me to bring that. And I've had kind of a few girls kind of reach out to me, and that's the main thing I would say: create an environment that showcases what you want to put out.
That's it.
Then people know what to come to you for. Because even people that want to help you on a generous thing, don't always bring something to the table. If you're a presenter, show a piece of content, show a conversation, interview your mom, your neighbors, whatever. But bring something to the table so that they have proof of what you're saying. But that's the least you deserve to give them. That's the least you should give them. Do you know what I mean? So I knew I wanted what I wanted to put out, and I think once you have a clear vision, everything. But that's the hard bit, innit? The vision part. That's the hard bit. So but yeah, no, thank you so much. No, I loved it. But even me, I've been going through my own little learning curve. I feel like.
Yeah. What was that?
Like when I was doing my day job, I didn't like it. I hated it. Anyone that knows me personally knows that I didn't like it.
Yeah, you've said a few times.
Yeah. I really didn't. I felt like it.
You really don't like them niggas. No.
Do you know what's mad? It wasn't even that. It wasn't that. I've had bad jobs where people are terrible. I've had good jobs and I still didn't enjoy it. Yeah. So I started to think, maybe I'm like lazy, undisciplined, like whatever. I had and then also I found it easy to procrastinate because I wasn't interested. I found it. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't the most structured or the most organized as well, which makes your job harder. But it was all just because I wasn't enjoying it. Nothing is more heartbreaking than when you're doing what you love, but you still have the bad habits. Nothing is more heartbreaking. You beat yourself up, bro. I was like, can't you focus? Like, you have what? This is what you want to do. Like, why is it hard for you to focus? Like, this is unattractive. Like, I'm not.
So this is shit in the marketplace, bro.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you're doing what you love, and you're still procrastinating. You're doing what you love and you're still delaying. You're doing what you love, but you're still not organized. Like, what's
organization
your
and me, polar opposites.
Polar opposites. I was like, what's happening here? Because I thought once I started doing what I loved, that those bad habits would evaporate.
Just evaporate, and it doesn't.
It doesn't. And I'm telling you right now, the last month has been me tackling that.
Really?
It's been me tackling that, because I have a life. We're all in the middle of COVID. There's a very serious time for so many people. Like
100%.
People are being made redundant. People are ill. People are sick. People have lost.
Income's lower.
It's a very mad. Income is lower. Let's be real. This is dire straits. This is a very difficult situation.
Madness.
We keep it light because we as black people know how to. And I think a lot of people know in their own respective lives know how to struggle. So we know that
we understand how to navigate struggle.
Exactly.
100%.
We make light of it. We joke. We find bubbles of happy, whatever. Everyone kind of does that. But I just was like thinking to myself, like, this is heartbreaking, because that 100 milli isn't gonna happen until you fix those problems you have. Like, imagine if the only difference between you and great strides and great heights is your own behavior. Have you ever wanted to punch yourself in the face? You just look mad on the streets. You look mad on the streets. So then I have an amazing friend, and then also you don't answer to anyone as well. Like, you don't answer to them. So I have an amazing friend, and she literally called me like 9 o'clock for like 3 days in a row, innit? But I found that annoying, but I love her. And I actually said...
At 9 a.m? Why? What's going on at 9 a.m? That could happen at 10?
I'm up 6 every day anyway. Like, but she just called me just to be like, all right, what's your plan for the day? Like, what are we checking on? Like, do you know what I mean? Just for 3 days, whatever. But just to... Because I was getting frustrated, because I'm laughing now, but in the moment, it's a lot of like actual like shit feelings you're feeling at that moment. You know what I mean? When you're not doing what you know you can. A lot of shit feelings. I know you have a lot on your plate, and also no one cares, and everyone has all these motivational speeches, but they sound nice when you're on when you're on path. It's like, this is cold. But like when you're like, it's just wild, isn't it? And a lot of people might not be able to relate this, because I have some friends who are so diligent, so focused, so but like as a creative person, I'm driven by the passion, I'm driven by the vision. When that vision isn't as clear, sometimes it's hard for me to get up and go. Do you know what I mean? Because money doesn't motivate me, you know. Like,
I'm with you.
I know money motivates you, but we all have different things that motivate us. A little bit. Money doesn't.
You might be a tad piece right there.
No, for me personally, if you offer me a lot of money and it's something I don't want to do.
No, I couldn't do that.
Okay.
If it's something I don't want to do, like personally, like even with myself, I know that if you was to post more on Instagram, if you used to do all of this, you probably have this, you probably have that.
Yes.
And then there's times where I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, if someone paid me to do an advert, sometimes I'll be like, I don't want this on my page. No, but I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about paying for you to be an asset to stuff, because I'm saying like someone could wait. Let's say you've been, I don't know, procrastinating. It's your habit to procrastinate or to take time to do something. And someone could say, I'm gonna give you £50 to do it right now. It might work the first time they say that. How high do you want me to jump, Beth?
Do you know what I mean? That's what I think we even enjoy rebellion. We enjoy saying no, even when it's for our benefit. It's like, do you know what I mean? So I researched what procrastination was, because I was like, I've said this word a lot, but I actually don't know.
Do you know what that means?
And I was like, what is it? So I researched it, took me to a psychological study or whatever, and essentially they believe there's 2 reasons for procrastination. Reason number 1 is a false sense of time. People will waste 30 minutes thinking it's only 5. People will waste an hour thinking it's only a 20-minute conversation. People don't realize they have to actively stop the conversation. They don't realize that. Do you know what I mean? They don't realize they have
150,000%.
I am a floater. I've taken 15 minutes to put socks on one time. Like, it's mad. Like,
have you ever sat on the edge of the bath?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
no,
wow.
I haven't
that one there can take your time. That one's a madness. With the naked or with the towel on. Maybe the towel's giving you a bit of warmth on your neck.
Now
when you're sitting down, now you're comfortable. On the phone. Like, even sometimes when I'm on the phone and I just look at myself and I almost have like a out of body experience, and I think, you are fucking addicted. Like, your head is buried into this phone right now.
Very mad.
And everybody does it, because everybody's on the phone. You're in there and you can see it's almost like you're stuck. You look like a fiend. And those kind of things, like being on the phone, like, you don't realize how much that takes of your day until there was you know, like Call of Duty, all these games, right? They have something where they can show you your playtime, because obviously you might just be like, I bang Call of Duty a little bit, and then they can show you your playtime over for how long you've been playing the game in general since you got it, and it will be like, 56 hours, blah 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 blah. And I was like, hold on, if you used to just cut all of the breaks in life and just have every single time I was on this game, I've been on this game for 3 days, 4 days, however long. That is a madness. But you see, I think something, and it's a human flaw, or maybe God just wanted to have fun when he made us. He didn't allow us to see the small, what the small details look like later on.
That's bullshit. He did.
He didn't.
He did.
I don't think he did.
Or do you mean, what do you mean, the consequences of your behaviour?
Just what does this look like in 3 years time or 3 days time?
Oh yeah.
Like just that sort of that foresight.
I don't know, you know.
I don't think humans have got it. We ain't got it. Otherwise you wouldn't see people on road knowing that
common
the
sense,
end
though.
but
it's common sense.
Is it though?
Do you know they do have that? Like, because I feel like, okay, all I've read is, I haven't really read other biblical books or whatever. But then even so, I would say the Bible and motivational books or whatever, which I barely read anyway. But it says what you sow is what you'll reap. We know what we do today is what we're going to benefit from tomorrow. If you say cheating is legal and okay and men is a natural thing for men to do, then your daughter is going to marry somebody who you have normalized that mentality for. There's a consequence everything we do. I think the problem is that we as people, for us to be able to do it, we can't think of the reality of it. Do you know what I mean? We allow ourselves to escape. Because if you read any book, it will remind you that your time is valuable. It will remind you that there's no such thing as doing nothing. When you're doing nothing, you're actually taking away from something. Like, you know what I mean? If you read such thing, it's not hard to find a book that will tell you that. So I think for us to be able to have this guilty pleasure, we have to ignore that consequential reality of it. Do you know what I mean? And so that was just one side of it. The other side of it is sometimes when things are unpleasant, we just don't want to do it.
Word.
Like, and I know that sounds so simple, but I realize I have both of that. If I don't want to do something, I literally take pride in saying I'm not doing it. And then time-wise, I have no real reality of time, because especially now in COVID, you just vibe in lockdown. You're just vibing. The only thing that changes is when the sun is up or when the moon is up. That's it. Like, there's no, do you know what I mean? My lunchtime has changed, so it's no longer at 12.
No, it's not. It's fucked. Have you noticed, like, we're so out of sync?
We're so out of sync.
Because you were so used to, okay, in school you had a bell that rang. And then in at work it's like, all right, cool, shut down, go for lunch, and it's like now it's like you're eating at 2 o'clock, like breakfast is now a myth. Breakfast is now at 12, and
it's mad. The structure is gone in it, but that shows us how much we were in a herd and how much we weren't actually living for our true reality. We're living according to other people's cues. So a few people are living their true realities and then we're enabling that. And I'm not saying that don't have a 9. I'm not saying that. Like, make your money and do your thing. And in fact, if that is where you want to be, fantastic, because that is brilliant. Do you know what I mean? But the bottom line is that a few people get it right, and the rest, and they need the rest of us to get it wrong.
Or at least to not know what is on this side.
Exactly.
Like,
so in my head, like I was like, so then I was like, okay, thank you for telling me my problems. What's the solution? And then it just gave me lots of little tips. And the one that I remember it saying is that you need to remind yourself that boredom and unpleasant tasks will not kill you. Is it not about, sometimes books like to tell us that like we need to start thinking of something we don't like as something we do like. You're not crazy.
Impossible.
This is not a magic trick.
I can't do that. I don't want to do it.
If I don't want to gym every day, if I don't want to gym, you telling me, like, I can't make myself like that.
No. I don't like the pain.
Right? What I have to do is acknowledge that I'm not gonna like it, but it's not gonna kill me, and it's necessary for my goal.
That is deep.
You need to just say it.
You're talking to somebody.
Bro, you need to say it, because I was.
You know, the person will say, "Am I speaking to anybody today?"
Yes, I'm
you say yes, it's me you're talking to.
Do you know what it is? It's because I was tired of trying to lie to myself. I was thinking there was something wrong with me, and I was thinking I didn't deserve the success I was getting, and I was really beating myself up. I'm quite an emotional person. I'm quite I get that vibe person.
I get that vibe.
But it also, like, I'm quite an intense person. I'm quite like, within myself and within my close circles, right? I'm definitely like that, and I started to think, like, all of this, you know, like, I can't even, what's wrong? Like, I was really beating myself up. And then I realized that, another thing it tells you to do is forgive yourself. Like I said, by the way, this isn't even a book I bought. This was literally Psychology Today, What is Procrastination?
Honestly, I do that as well. I go in there and I'll be really reading some shit.
And it literally was like, it just was like, you gotta forgive yourself for the time that you feel like you wait. It's gone. It's
gone. There's nothing you can do about it. Can't get it back.
All you can do now is just like move forward. And I know how hard I'm working. But I think sometimes we really care about what people are seeing, because we're like, does it look like? I know what I'm working on. I know what I'm doing right now. But it's like, and also, I just want to say this to all creatives as well, Before somebody ever made, the first person to ever make bread, wasn't a baker. They were just fucking about. Everybody after that gave it rules and became a baker. That's the same with social media. There are best practices that make sense and work. But the bottom line, you're creative. And you're creating. And it's just going to come with that. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's people that are doing amazing and brilliant and that. Cool. That will come with time. Like, do you know what I mean? For you, you know that if you posted more regularly, whatever social media targets you wanted to do or achieve or whatever, you would get there fast.
100%.
But that's not enough motivation for you to do that.
Nah, it's not.
It's just not enough motivation for you. But guess what? You will still get to where you want to get to. It might just be longer. It might be a different thing. It might be a show that you come up with. Cool. And then you might also get to a day where you realise, nah, Tell me, take some pictures.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just allow the freedom for your way to be different from other people's way, please. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to be beating yourself up, and you're around the corner from it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so I was beating myself up. Like, I had so much on at the same time.
What does beating yourself up look like?
For me?
Yeah.
Staying in bed the whole day.
Really?
Not the whole day, but a lot of the day.
But like a long time, just
like
staying in bed,
overthinking, staying away from anything that's gonna like trigger more feelings of not feeling like I'm winning or doing well. So like
away from any other
social, or focusing on tasks that are not even time sensitive. Just tasks you could do next year and it wouldn't make a difference. But no, this one I'm gonna focus on today.
I'm gonna do that today, just so I can say I was productive.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree. I'm with you. I'll do that.
Yeah, like, or just, I don't know. And then also, it just kind of helped me get back to what I really love, which is the creating. I come up with an idea, making that happen by myself. It's just the most empowering thing
ever. It really is. It's magic.
It's magic.
Imagine something in your brain, it starts here. And you're like, cool, put it on paper, or put it in your phone, put it in notes. And then it's like, cool, there's the idea. All right, now let's make it. Yeah. And then you make it. And you've even pulled other people to believe in it. And they're in on the dream now. Or they're in on the idea, and then you create it, and next you know you got the safe space.
Yes.
Or you got this space. You got this.
The safe space is literally the fashion safe space. The safe space. The fashion safe space. We're still working on her, but she's a good baby. But the safe space, they are literally all of my content is literally everything I envisioned it to be.
Yeah, and it's always safe.
And it was years ago. That is always safe. Exactly. Always safe. And I had these ideas years ago. Like, don't think like I love that space. You know what I don't love? The admin. The emails, the Zooms, and because obviously things like picking up, those became those were everywhere. And I'm not saying I don't enjoy talking to people, but I enjoy the creative.
No, it's fucking long.
It takes you away from.
I would love to just be the talent. Like, we still edit our videos. I
love it.
And I'm all in this for this. Yeah, I was in the mud.
Yeah.
Please, okay? I need to get out of the mud now.
It's really muddy. The mud is so. I can't see any mud. There's mud everywhere. And there's just so much mud. Like,
I can't do this. I really want to just create. And the fortunes of being able to do that. It's really a privilege to be in a position to just focus on what you love, and you can.
It's a position you have to earn.
Staff the weakness. Yes. I remember Carl Loco said that. He said, no, we staff the weakness. So he don't like admin. He said, I don't do it.
I don't like it.
I can't do it. So he's like, I just got somebody else. They need a bit of help.
But
I paid them some money.
He laid the foundation where he was like, do you know what I mean? You got to earn your stripes.
Yeah, 100%.
I got to earn my stripes. You got to earn your stripes. Also. And also, because someone else get your vision.
Passing on the baton.
Woo! I'm still quite early in my journey, but that's hard.
It's difficult to be like, this is my process.
Yes.
Because you think as a creator, you think I'm the only one that thinks like this. This is the only way to do it. It can't work any other way. This time someone will now say, you're doing all this clicking, all that. You can just control or delete, and it will be quicker. But you think, nah, I need to go and click the mouse, click escape. You have a certain way of doing things. So when it comes to now, okay,
it's not charging.
I'm gonna staff. It's not charging. Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna staff the weakness or whatever.
Yeah.
You now have to pass that
to somebody else.
Yeah.
That you trust.
And then, do you even feel comfortable doing that?
But that's the process.
It's a mentality, you know.
No, it is. It's a process. But these are all things I'm not scared of, because you learn as you go.
Word.
I'm not scared of learning new things. I'm not scared of collaborating. I'm not scared of any of those things. But I do feel like there's an element of, you should know what that job that you're giving somebody else feels like. You need to know what it is. Otherwise, that person can twang you. You'll be paying £25,000 an hour because you didn't know that all they were doing was Excel. Do you know what I mean? You didn't know that. Like, let's be real, everyone's twanging, so you've got to be familiar with every part of your baby before you give it to the babysitter. Do you know what I mean? You've got to know what you're doing. And I'm enjoying that phase. And I'm not in the phase right now of delegation. I'm not. Like, I'm definitely not. Like, I'm still learning. I only learned to edit to do my very first YouTube video. Anything I've ever edited is on my YouTube. Like, I've only been doing this for a year. Obviously, I've been presenting for several years before that. But like, this is just like, and I'm proud of that. It's so empowering. But it gets to a point where you got to think, what is most important to me? The coming out of the mud story, or having something outside of the mud? You know what I mean?
When can I get out of the mud?
It's a process. But like, and everyone's process is different and all of that good stuff. But like, that procrastination. Obviously, I'm out. Like, I'm I'm back in it. And it wasn't really procrastinating, it was just getting sucked into the mud, sucked into the admin, all the things that I'm still in the phase where I haven't got 7 years of stripes like you guys have. I'm still in the phase where I should be doing that stuff myself. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but there's 3 of us, so don't take it easy on yourself.
Trust me, I am so easy. I love Koi. Koi, well done. You did great today, bitch. Well done. Look at you, bitch. Like,
I need to do that more.
I'm on that. Like, I ain't got time to be. Life is hard enough. I'm good. Like, but it is just like learning those things. And when I read that, like, all the love my friends taught me, no one can do the hard work for you. No one can. By the way, we're quite early, so we can just.
Oh no, that's fine.
Yeah, but no one can do that stuff for you. Like, content creation wasn't even a thing when I was a kid, and it turns out to be something that I absolutely love.
The access we got is mad. Like, remember you used to watch TV and be like, how can I even get there?
It's different.
Like, I've been on TV once, but it was like, how can I get there? How can I be a presenter? How can I wouldn't even been able to tell you the roadmap.
Yeah, no, I could.
How the hell do you do that?
You got to take
and
the
now
power
you just got YouTube, Pim.
But that's the thing. You got to take the power out of the hands of the people that don't want to give it to you. Like, you've got to do that, because, and the people need to understand that they've created a hierarchy on social media now where people are looking to other social media people to plug them. Listen. Go back, well, like I said before, that first person that made bread wasn't a baker. Before there were rules, they were just people creating. Just create. I know how up in the air this sounds, but you guys, like, listen to me. I was literally the person thinking, how am I gonna do it? Just a year ago. Like, this guy's 6 years in, bro. Like, he's lost, he's gone, he's in the air. Like, I'm like, still, I'm one step down from the ground. I get it. Like, I really do get it. Like, how do you think? You almost think that these people are born different, set different. No, they just didn't not do it, or they put it out. How many of you got amazing content that's just sitting in? And sometimes your content isn't amazing, but you're not gonna figure that out until you put it out. I've had people tell you what they don't like about it. You know what I mean? If you're doing, I don't know, hauls or whatever, what makes yours the one that, like I said, nobody owes you a view. Nobody owes you a view. Even in 90s Baby, so if you don't do something different and people didn't connect with it, all them viewers will go. No one owes you nothing. You gotta know your audience.
You better not leave it anywhere.
Guys, don't go anywhere, because stay there.
Everybody put your hands up. Stay there.
Put your hands up.
Don't move. Don't fucking move, bro.
But yeah, man.
That's word,
and the maddest thing is, like, I think procrastination, people can overcome ops. People can overcome. Do you know what I mean? Like, just something that's, I don't know. People can overcome the more dramatic stuff. You see that procrastination is a silent killer. It's a silent. It's that friend, Jade, that you didn't know hated you. It's sitting beside you, just stopping you all the time. Like, don't like, just deep.
A virgin just sitting there saying, no, you don't want to do that. Don't do that. That's long. Don't do it.
Chill. What? You that did it already. Come on, chill. Like, so you gotta know your hang-ups and stuff like that. And let's be real, the last month for me has been incredibly busy. Like, it's been amazing. So it wasn't necessarily really like laziness or procrastination, but there was definitely elements of that. You know, there was gaps in the day where I could have done more.
But you can't do that to yourself all the time, though. You can always do more. You could always do less as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
I've never been that. Like, I'll happily do less. So the more
I'll find a way to do less. I'll pay me even to do less, please. Give me the money to do less. But you can't look at yourself all the time like, I could do more and beat yourself up about it. You could look at yourself and critically, sort of, you can criticize yourself in a good way, because criticism has a negative connotation, but really and truly it's just looking at the negatives and the bad and making a comment on it. And you can look at yourself and be like, okay, I could do more, but how can I be more efficient with my time? So that I can do more with that time, or how can I be more effective with my time? That's probably even better. Do you know what I'm saying? How can I be efficient? I think sometimes we want to work hard, but you know, it's that sense, you can work hard or you can work smart. How can I work smarter? And I think that's my issue. I like to go all the way around. I like to go and do the hard work, and someone will say, you know, it's just right there.
Just there.
I'm like, but this whole time I've known this way, I'm going that way. Because
you're familiar with it and you're comfortable with it. Get ready to be uncomfortable if you're trying to get to that 100 M's, you know.
100%.
Get ready to be uncomfortable on a real big facts type of thing.
100%.
So, no, I hear that. I just feel like the reason why I even wanted to talk about that a little bit is because I feel like it's something that is so basic that people don't really talk about it, because it's like, man, pattern up, woman up, man up.
Killing
like,
all of us.
And it's like, bro, all of us experience that thing. That is a different kind of pandemic that we've all experienced, not to minimize minimize what a pandemic is, but
that's real though.
We're all really experiencing, and just the feelings that come with doing that, because it's kind of like the guilt that comes with doing that afterwards stops you even further.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, every day before where you didn't do what you're meant to do, forgive it, forget it. Today, like, we all work differently, innit?
Yeah.
But there's this app that my girl told me about called Be Focused or whatever, and it puts 25 minutes on your laptop, and then it alerts you when the 25 minutes is done, and gives you a 5-minute break. And
that's nice.
I'll be honest, ain't used it at all.
No, I would never use it. I couldn't use it.
But what I will tell you,
I'll get annoyed at the
notification. It reminded me how many minutes there are in a day that I waste.
Yes.
Because that 25 minutes, imagine if I was focused for 25 minutes.
Yep.
And then a 5-minute break, 25 minutes, 5-minute break. Then I think after 10 of those, it gives you an hour break or whatever. Bro, my week could be sorted in 2 days, you know?
Damn.
Do you know how mad that is?
Yeah.
Like, just focused.
Do you know, even sometimes, like right now, I'm on paternity leave, right?
Yeah.
So I literally...
Look at the world we live in. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. You fuck, you have baby, everybody take break. Oh, yeah.
Oh, please, we're not fucking. We're making love.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
That's what we're doing now.
Yeah, it's true.
No.
Look how vulgar women are today.
Yeah. You're like, huh? What? Coitus, actually.
Coitus.
But like I'm on paternity leave, and then there's sometimes I'll have editing to do.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna edit a bit today, and I'll just fucking finish it tomorrow, because let's just long it out a bit. Let's just give myself some more to do. But it's like sometimes I've realised, and I was talking to one of my friends about it. I reckon, okay, let's ask this question. Very generic. It can go anywhere.
Yeah.
What do you think life is actually about? Like, how do you enjoy life?
What is life about?
Yeah.
I don't know what life is about, but a key thing for me is freedom.
A
key thing for me is freedom. Like freedom.
Yeah.
In everything that you find Koi enjoying,
I hear that.
There's no rules.
Right.
None.
Yeah.
Or I've made the rules fit me. Like anywhere where I'm in here, that there's rules that were written before Koi entered.
Yeah.
Koi's not comfortable.
Clear out.
Koi's not comfortable yet.
Fuck off.
That's why even me and my husband, my future person, he's really gotta be for me, you know. We really gotta define
and you have to be for
what
him
it means
as well.
for us. Of course, no.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, I'm taught to be for him. I think, don't get me wrong, you can get it wrong, but I am taught to think about my man should be happy, he should be all of that. And obviously, hopefully he's taught that, he will be taught that.
Yeah.
But am I thinking, like, how can I make this, without offending my person, something that works for me as well? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to describe it, but basically,
I know what you mean.
I feel like we're all so different. To believe that there's one route for all of us is wild.
Yeah.
Like, to believe, and I used to be the most traditional, follow the rules, all of that. Then I realized that is going to lead me to a perfect life for somebody else.
For somebody else. Oh, you know what somebody said about culture? Culture is pressure from dead people. You know how mad that is when you think about it? You think about culture, and they say it's pressure from dead people.
Oh yeah, we're all moist, man. We
a
can't
lot
even
of us
fight
are.
Most.
Sometimes we don't even like what the culture is about. Yeah. But we're like, it's our culture, so we should abide by it.
Yeah.
And we have to. And it's like, you couldn't even trace it. It's like beef. It's happening today. Everybody's involved. But if you was to say, where did this start?
Yeah.
You'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
All you know is that my man did something to you because of this. But like, you can't even trace the root back. I was like, we're going to get to a point where we're going to get so old that those people that were first involved in any beef that was, let's say, Brixton and Peckham ages ago, they're going to be gone.
They are gone.
And we're not even going to be able to get the answer of, bruv, what actually happened? And man might just say, bruv, I ain't going to lie, he stepped on my toe and that was it. Yeah. He ran into me and I dropped my bagel. Yeah. And then he said, yeah, he's from Peckham, what? And I said, nah, I'm from Brixton, what? And you know what I'm saying? It could be something so small like that. But you like, I don't know how to describe it, but
no,
you just...
I know what you mean. It's like...
we lose translation.
Do you know what it is? We're not. I feel like we're not intentional enough about every single step and second we make, because it takes too much brain energy. Yeah. If I was intentional about what I'm doing that day, or if that young person was intentional about what they wanted to do with their talent or with that hour of their day. If they were intentional about, do I need this beef? I don't really understand. If they were like really thought through everything, it would take all their brain juice. Yeah. Sometimes it's easier to go with the flow. It's so much easier to go with the flow.
I don't want to think, because then I'm gonna have to feel.
Yes.
Fuck it. I'd rather move without feeling.
Bare L's come from going with the flow. Like bare L's. Oh yeah, I went to go and see him. I just went with the flow. Now look at your head. I just went with the flow. Now look, someone's in prison. Or like you go with the flow. But you know what? You need to value yourself so much that you're willing to put that mental space into what am I? What do I want from this moment right now?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like listen, I know it's hard, but hard doesn't mean it shouldn't be done.
Words.
Like, hard doesn't
no
mean
one
it
said it
shouldn't
was
be
gonna
done.
be easy.
Oh, listen, think about it. I think I heard this one, that the top 1% are where everybody wants to be.
Yeah.
That top 1%, they have habits. I'm reading this book very slowly called Atomic Habits.
Yeah.
It basically breaks down that every goal you have it shouldn't be about the goal. It should be about the daily habits you do to get to those goals. Do you know what I mean? Like are you like, if you want to lose weight, don't make it a thing. Oh, I'm gonna lose 1 stone by that, because then that goal, once you hit it, what is keep maintaining your behavior? It's got to be the daily habits.
Exactly.
I'm gonna change what I'm eating today, and you don't have to be wicked to yourself. It might just be half in the portion of what you like. It might be whatever.
100%.
I remember. Shout out Rachel Diamond. She was like, you know, you meet good Oyimbos. Like she's a good Oyinbo man, and she said to me one time, make things work for you. Yeah. Like that size 6 shoe it might not fit you. You might have to just put it in your bag, but carry it to where you need to go. Like, make it work for you. We have a mentality of just accepting what is given to us. All of us, especially if you're black. Make it work for you. Sit down. How can I make this thing work for me? Do you know what I mean? But it's sick. Like even me, I'm honored to even be in this. You need to understand, there was a point where I was watching 90s Baby Show. I was watching Half Cast podcast. 3 shots got me through my workplace. Do you know what I mean? Because I would just put that in and just listen. Do you know what I mean? And now it's so wavy. Come on, it's a testament. It's wavy to even feel like they care, like you lot care what I have to say.
These are your peers. We're your peers. We're your friends.
Brothers.
We're your people.
Look at what you're doing for me. We'll chat about it another day. But look what you're doing for me today. Beyond the show, you know, like the way you spoke. I don't have an older brother. I've always wanted one, but unfortunately, you can't tell your mum to go put you back in. Next
Pop something else out, and then I'll come back.
But just that, because men have so much energy and value. It gets kind of diluted when sex and romance and all of that kind of game playing comes into it, because you're not getting the best of it. You're not getting that protectiveness.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
I will never say men are not like fantastic in terms of their raw potential. The only time I feel like sometimes the only time you get that powerful energy behind you in like a supportive or good way is when there's no romance involved. When it's just on a friendship thing, when it's on a brother
100%.
thing. But
that's what the gold is.
But then when that guy is playing that angle to do something else, you're still not getting that energy.
I've always felt a level of sympathy. I can't even say empathy, because I couldn't even understand it. It rarely happens with men, or it doesn't always happen. Or let's say with myself, where I've had loads of female friends and I'm not sure if they want to have sex with me or not, and they're moving a certain way towards me. I've never really experienced that to that level of women. So I'm gonna just say sympathy, because you got so much talent amongst women, and the journey requires you to have relationships, and those relationships can be with men, but you want it to be totally platonic, but then you also don't know why my man wants to have you in the studio this late, or why is he giving me free studio time, or why is he doing this? Is it because he actually wants to help me, or is it because he wants something else? And then if I say I don't want this, is that now gonna blow everything out of the, you know what I mean? And I've always felt mad. And I remember Chioma told us a story on the podcast, and she was saying, you know, someone taking advantage. She really is.
Yes, I remember.
And I was like it hurts so much, and it doesn't only hurt because I've got a daughter, but it hurts because I'm like, you actually have to navigate this life confused about your relationships
with 50% of the population.
Like, do you know how mad that is?
Do you know what's crazy? Because it's so normalized. When she mentioned what she was talking about, I remember working at a place, and the guy asked me to sit on his lap.
Oh my god!
I was like young. I think it was one of my earliest jobs ever. Like I was young in it, and there was there was like this brotherly banter thing going on in it. So he was just like, his office was tiny. He was like, just sit on my lap.
What?
And I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? I must have been like maybe 18. It sounds grown. So I was been like 18 or whatever. And I remember feeling like I fucked up if I did, I fucked up because I didn't. Like I just remember thinking like like him letting me like pass when I come, like if I've been late, or him like just understanding that I've got work to do.
Meanwhile, he's being nice for another reason.
Yeah, but the maddest thing, he was still nice afterwards. He was still nice. I don't know, but it was still wrong to do.
Yeah, 100%.
It was wrong to do. It was very wrong to do, and the fact that I didn't even see that as so wrong.
Yeah.
And then Chairman was, I honestly did. I could go into a room full of strangers, of showing like women I don't know, and they will all have an experience that's just fucked. It will make it look like it will paint a picture that men are. Because if I told you I went to the forest, and every time I went to the forest, a snake bit me, even if you see snakes that are not poisonous or biting anyone,
you'd be like, nah, you're gonna do a madness.
Do you know what I mean? So that's the conversation that's happening right now. And I would say to women in those situations, it's hard because it's like you shouldn't even have to come up against that, but it's happening, right?
Yeah, you have to navigate that, which is crazy.
So navigate a war zone like it's a normality. It's weird. It's weird. But when Chairman said that, I think I was with like some other people in my house, and everyone stopped. Everyone paused.
I was really sad. I was really upset. Men were rattled.
Like my little brother was disgusted. And because it's like, wow, anyway,
you don't realise, but this is something. It's funny because I intended to say this today, that I genuinely feel like the next generation, as long as they listen to us, because we're very free, we're all speaking to each other now. Some people, they knew a lot of things that, let's say, women will go through, or women knew it amongst themselves. But I feel like men have brought about platforms that allow women to talk, and we're listening, or at least they're out there speaking on these platforms. So now I feel like the next generation have opportunity to really learn and understand the dynamic between men and women much more, and understand more of the journey of a woman and the journey of a man, because we're speaking. Obviously at first it was just rapid fire, like man should pay for dates, women should do this. It was just rapid, and the only advice you could get about, you know, men and women is just treat them nice and treat them nice. Don't be brutal towards women. That's how men would kind of advise you, and that was it. There was no sense of, like, did you know how she felt when you did that? Or do you understand that when you do that, what that makes other people feel like? There was no sort of emotional side. It was just treat women good, and that's it. That was the only thing our parents had to say to us. But I feel like the next generation, if they watch shows like this, your own show, the safe space, they'll understand what men are doing, what women are doing, how that made somebody feel. Like,
that's what I mean. I'm really proud. Like, I think
you can really learn.
I'm really proud of the safe space and all of that stuff, because essentially, like, I'm proud of the conversation I had with Audrey. I'm proud of the conversation I had with Sam. I'm proud of the conversation that are coming up. In fact, it's got to a point where I've grown up so much since those conversations. Half of me is hesitant to even put it out, but not because they're problematic, because it still reflects a way of thinking. But it's like the conversation for me has advanced so much now I've had all these conversations.
Honestly.
But it's like, I just want to reiterate, men and women do not hate each other. There are bad people in every race, every gender, every identity. There's bad people in it. But ultimately, like, the conversation is so deep in it, but I do feel like sometimes these younger kids, Twitter's their Bible, Instagram's their Bible, and then they start to believe they can only date a guy if he's paying for this. Then the guy starts to think, I own you for paying for stuff.
And then he's gonna go do a madness.
Now we're in a transactional conversation. Now we're changing relationships and something that's based on love and stuff that even to this day scientists, like, the emotions and goodness of human beings still to this day cannot be really understood by anything scientific or do you know what I mean? But like, that's just good people. Some people are just good people. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, I don't want to get rid of that good vibe between people, men, women, whatever. I don't want to get rid of that, because we've now replaced it with transaction and ego and normalized. And
money is something that can just go tomorrow.
It's meant to go. The point of money is for it to leave you. That's why you get money. So
and then you have to now base it on cryptocurrency now, because money's gone.
Bro, let's not even get into that. I'm still new to that shit. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. But like, it leads. Take the risk. It leads. I'm not talking about like don't take the risk with money. I'm talking about back, because we're jumping back to like creative and that. Take the risk. Build what you're doing. Be harsh to yourself in terms of like, is this good? Is this really deserving of all the things I want it to bring? And the maddest thing is that you are the only thing in between you and like 100 mil. That's so mad, you know. So that's why I was so hard on myself. But like, then you get things like the BBC interview that I did recently. Like, BBC, do you know me and my mum would watch BBC?
Exactly.
And now they're interviewing Koi and calling me a presenter and their tips there. Like, she said, you're a presenter, producer, contact. I said, yo. And you know what? That's a way to think of it. Because I don't think you should be humble about that, but this is how you should think of it. Forget about the BBC. It's not
noticed
the BBC, you, but the
BBC are lucky to have someone like you. Do you get what I'm saying? They should be gassed.
Come on.
Because who you are and what you do. The BBC have had to come and get, you get what I'm saying? Because they need us. We don't need them. We just watch them, but alright, cool, no problem. I'll go do the safe space and talk with some real people. But they're like, bro, what you're doing, I need to get involved in that.
It was wavy. And a lot of these things, like, it's kind of like, every time you create content, that is your CV, in a way, innit?
That is a digital CV you got
but like,
catalog.
Shout out to, like, you know, and also it's nice people within those industries. Let's be real, it's not the managing director of BBC that came and finds anyone. It's people within that industry that are creatives, that vibe with what you're doing. And it's a shout, Clara, like, it's lit, do you know what I mean? And to just find you, watch your stuff, really. Do you know what the man's thing? She didn't talk about the she spoke about the so it was wavy, but she spoke about Koi's first time. So you don't even know what it is that is gonna, like, you just create.
You just create, I mean? And all it is, you just need a catalogue. Even just like before we run a tune, because we need to run a tune of how you feel. Like I always love the guests to just run a tune of how they feel.
Right now?
But no, you have to take my phone and play it on Spotify. Okay, let me
find how I feel.
So, like, with oh shit, what did you just say? You literally just said about shit. What did you just say?
We're both so not focused, so we don't know what to do.
We're just flying, we're letting it fly. What did you just say? You're speaking about the person interviewing you about
she was a creative
and the show that she interviewed you about. You never know. That's it. Perfect.
We got
only because of podcasts I've been able to learn how to retrace my steps. Because you have to get back to the point.
It's true.
When we, just as a testament, when we had the show and we had about 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we were just sort of sitting there, dwindling there. A few videos. We started our YouTube, and at first it was just just audio visuals. It was just a picture and the and the sound, the audio. And then we obviously started the visuals. We was on 1,000 subscribers. We got Tom Mucci in, and we had that show. Obviously we didn't plan it, but he ended up speaking about juju stories. A lot of people could relate. A lot of people heard about it.
I don't know how people could relate,
went uber viral. But the only reason why people could actually subscribe and stay there, and it wasn't just a blip in the time, and that was it, is because we had been creating a catalogue. So people could be like, oh, they got this video that went by, oh, that was sick. And then it was like, actually, they got a channel. Let's see what else is there. So to anybody that is creating, you don't know when your moment will come. But if you're creating a catalogue, there's always going to be something for people to come and sit and watch or
that
just consume. But you might think that this thing's going to go viral. It won't. Or you might plan it and it's not happening. But when it happens, just make sure you've got your catalogue. You're ready.
Be ready when you're about to be crowned, bro. Don't put your head down there. Like, the maddest thing is, like, that's what it is. Like, I have 3 different kinds of content on my show, on my YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, you lot saw, like, when I was, like, just starting stuff out, and, like, you lot would always, like, Koi, you're editing yourself. It's like, bro, like, you just, it allows people to kind of just figure you out, see what you're about. Do you know what I mean? And it's so important, but it's also the most empowering and amazing thing. And it's the opposite of everything we were taught in life. Like, I get why sports people, like, even if I don't care, even if my kids, when I have kids, they have to do a sport. It teaches certain things that I think if I really
certain
had, like,
values.
Do you know what I mean? That grind,
team,
that growth,
working with people,
do you know what I mean? Well,
having to fulfill your role, play your part, understand what you're good at, play to your strengths,
push yourself,
learn,
and stuff like that. Like, figure out, like, I just feel like those kind of things, instrument as well, and a language, but like, I just feel like it's so important. Those good qualities will let you fly wherever you go. Do you know? I really will. I mean, and I say this because, and I think it's important I'm saying this because I'm still so early in my journey. Like, please don't, like, yes, but I put my time in though. Remember, there was about 3 years of presenting before I did this, but I'm still early in my journey. Like, and I just want to remind people, like, don't be discouraged by whatever. There's 3 years of you seeing Koi was like until this year that people were really even I've really showed anybody anything, and people really check it. Do you know what I mean?
No,
so I feel
I'm so happy and proud of you, honestly.
Thank you, brother.
I think you've really come out and shown. I've got something to offer.
Thank you.
And no one can't deny that. So how are you feeling song wise? You can pick up this phone here.
I know, but like I have like a Good Morning Koi playlist.
Lovely.
So I'm just gonna
How you felt this morning? We love that.
No, this morning was a bit higgy, but this big morning was a bit higgy, you know. But we move. Yeah, man. And another thing, try and be in love with your life. That was a message that a friend years ago, just be in love with your life. And if you're not in love with your life, that's okay. Figure out what it is, but don't live a life you don't love. Divorce that bitch and build a new one, because or try, and it takes years. Because the moment I first heard that, I couldn't honestly say I was. Now I can say I'm genuinely trying. That's the difference. Before I was just ticking a box to status quo. I wasn't going for a madness. I wasn't on the streets or anything like that. But I wasn't actively engaged in life. I was just going along with it. You don't have to do that. Life is a gift. It should feel like that. I'm not saying all the time, but overall, it should feel like that. It should feel good. So figure that out.
I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, brother. So let's see. What do we have on Koi's Good Morning playlist? So it's a bit of Whitney in the morning. I'm an old kid.
Lost touch with my soul. I had nowhere to turn. I had nowhere to go.
Listen. Yeah, the first time I heard it, I said I think I learned about the song after Whitney passed, actually. And when I listened to this, bro, whatever you thought was gonna put you down yesterday, you made it through. Look at the new day. Do you know what I mean? Like, yo, hard things are gonna come. I don't even think my life's that hard, if I'm serious.
And do me a favour, if you go back to Waze and just click search again.
Okay.
Oh, big tune.
There you go.
Big tune.
Sometimes you just gotta keep grinding. Man said all my life, you don't know.
All my life, grinding all my life.
Hey.
Oh, they killed Nipsey.
Listen, timeline.
No.
Listen, they just was on tip. Do you know what I mean? Check my CV. I've been grinding.
Grinding all my life.
Hey. And you said Waze, right?
Oh man, they took our Nipsey hustle from us.
Yeah, man. I will be honest, I didn't know about him as much until after he passed.
That's fine.
After he passed, I went to go and listen to the music, and I listened about the way, like he made his own rules.
Yeah,
he made his own rules.
He's a jewel.
Yo, let this life
Absolute
be yours,
gem.
you know?
Honestly.
Let this life be yours. At least then, wherever goes, you did you.
Exactly.
There's no part two, you know.
I love that. No, I've enjoyed this so much, guys.
Thank you.
Honestly.
Thank you guys. Thank you for inviting me on. Like I said, it's an honour to have you guys as peers, to have you guys as friends, to be able to call you guys and you lot pick up.
Yeah.
You know, the man didn't even let the phone ring the other time. I said yes. I have a brother, and I'm big on friends you get to pick. I'm big on family you get to pick. So I appreciate you guys. 90s babies have looked at me the way I wanted to be seen, and I appreciate you guys.
Nah, you're sis, man.
I really do.
You're sis.
Really do.
We're at adult age where you can just know somebody's energy, and you don't have to wait 10 years before you say, that's like my sister, man. You know what I mean? You can actually be like, friends, we've lived life enough for us to know the good traits, the bad traits, understand what we're looking for in friends, in sisters, in family. And no, I'd definitely say you're sis, man.
No, thank you. I'd definitely say you're bro, for real. Appreciate you.
I love that.
That's that. I don't know, do we edit?
That's that. Oh no, I'm just gonna edit it somewhere. Where do I park?
I don't know. We just went off on one. I didn't expect it to go that way, bro. I'm happy
it goes anywhere, because I just want people to always feel super, super comfortable.
Yeah.